Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching Rare Coin Treasures, where history meets value. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the Liberty 1 cent 2002 D coin. Yes, that humble penny in your pocket might just be more than spare change. It could be a tiny piece of American history worth far more than you think. Grab your magnifying glass and settle in, because what we're about to uncover might surprise even the most seasoned collectors. Let's explore the history, mintage, errors, and current value of the 2002 D penny, and find out why some of them are fetching big money in the numismatic world. The 2002 D Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent, was minted in Denver, Colorado. It features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been on the obverse, or front, of the coin since 1909. Celebrating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's bust. Facing right, the word Liberty to the left, and the year 2002 to the right. Just beneath the year, you'll find the D Mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, designed by Frank Gasparo. Above it are the words United States of America, and below it, the denomination 1 cent. Between the building and the words is the famous motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. By 2002, this classic design was nearing its end, with the Lincoln Bicentennial redesign coming in 2009. So, while it may look common, the 2002 D is part of the last few years of the original Memorial reverse design. Now let's talk numbers. The Denver Mint struck an astonishing 3,354,000,000 Lincoln cents in 2002. Yes, over 3.3 billion coins were minted. Because of this high mintage, the 2002 D penny is quite common in circulation. You'll still find many in your change today. However, that doesn't mean they are all worthless. Some of these coins, especially in mint state condition or with rare errors, are extremely desirable to collectors. Coins that were never circulated, known as BU, brilliant uncirculated, or MS, mint state condition coins, hold special value. And then, of course, there are those rare error coins, like off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, that can make an ordinary penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So what makes some 2002 D pennies rare and valuable? Let's look at some of the error coins to watch for. Double die obverse, DDO, a doubling effect on Lincoln's face, the word Liberty, or the date 2002. These are rare but highly valuable. Off-center strike. If the coin wasn't struck correctly and part of the design is missing, it could be worth up to $50 to $150, depending on how off-center it is. Clipped planchet. When a portion of the coin is missing due to a mistake during cutting, values range from $20 to $100 plus. BIE error. A small die crack between the letters B and E in Liberty that looks like an I. These fun errors can sell for $5 to $30. Struck through grease or debris, missing. Details due to grease-filled dies can also interest collectors. If you have a 2002 D penny, grab a magnifying glass and inspect it carefully. You just might have a hidden gem. Now, the question you've all been waiting for: what is a 2002 D Liberty 1 cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, most 2002 D pennies are worth face value, 1 cent. But in mint state, especially in MS65 or higher, they can sell for $1 to $5, and sometimes even more depending on the buyer. Coins graded MS67 red, RD, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have fetched between $25 and $100 at auctions. Rare error coins, as mentioned earlier, can command values from $50 to over $500. Depending on the type and condition. If you find a 2002 D penny with strong luster, no scratches, and full details, it might be worth sending to a grading service. Who knows, it might just be your lucky day. So there you have it, the story of the 2002 D Liberty 1 cent coin, from a humble Lincoln cent minted in the billions to rare error varieties worth hundreds. This coin proves that history and value can sometimes be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update about rare and valuable coins. Leave a comment below if you found a 2002 D penny or any rare errors. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching Rare Coin Treasures. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep discovering the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Welcome back, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. You're watching the ultimate channel where we dig deep into the hidden gems of numismatics. Today's spotlight is shining brightly on a small coin with a big story, the Liberty 1 cent 2003D. At first glance, it may look like just another penny in your pocket, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Stay tuned as we explore its fascinating history, its minting secrets, its real-world value, and how this simple coin might just turn your loose change into a potential fortune. The 2003D Lincoln Cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent 2003D, is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series that began in 1959. It replaced the earlier wheat penny design and continued until 2008. This coin features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials can be seen just below Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. The letter D on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint locations. Denver minted coins are widely circulated across the western United States and are known for their bold strikes and consistent quality. 2003 marked one of the final years before the Lincoln bicentennial coins were introduced in 2009, which makes this coin one of the last of its classic memorial series, giving it an important place in numismatic history. Now let's talk numbers. The 2003D Lincoln Cent was minted in massive quantities. Over 3.5 billion coins were struck at the Denver Mint that year. That's right, more than 3.5 billion. Because of its high mintage, most 2003D pennies remain common in circulated condition. However, certain factors make specific coins from this year far more valuable. That includes errors, rare varieties, and coins that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated, or proof-like condition. Despite being widely distributed, only a small fraction of these coins remain in mint state today, and even fewer have been professionally graded MS67 or higher by top services like PCGS or NGC. Those top-graded examples are what fetch serious money. Now here's where it gets really exciting: error coins. Collectors love them, and for good reason. Some 2003D Lincoln Cents come with unique mint errors like double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks. For example, a 2003D penny with a dramatic off-center strike, say around 50%, can sell for $50 to $100 or even more, depending on the coin's condition. Double die obverse errors where Lincoln's features or lettering appear doubled can also attract premium prices. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, it's definitely worth examining them closely, especially under magnification, because an unnoticed error could be worth way more than just 1 cent. Let's break down the current market value of the 2003D Liberty 1 cent coin. In circulated condition, most 2003D pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent, simply because of their large supply. However, in uncirculated condition, the value jumps significantly. A 2003D Lincoln Cent in mint state 63, MS63, is worth around 10 cents to $0.25 in mint state 65, MS65. Values range from 50 cents to $1.50 in MS67 or higher. The value can skyrocket to $25 to $75, especially if the coin is red and lustrous. Some certified MS68 red coins have been sold for over $150 to $200 at auction. So condition and grading play a huge role in the coin's actual value in today's collector market. Also, error coins like we discussed earlier can command anywhere from $20 to $300, depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. So there you have it, the Liberty 1 cent 2003D. A coin born in the billions but still holding treasure for those who look closely. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin reminds us that history lives in our hands, often hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change from the store, don't ignore that penny. Look at the date. Look at the mint mark. Check for shine. Check for errors. You might just hold a rare gem worth far more than you ever expected. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with all the hidden stories in your pocket change. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a treasure hunting episode. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and stay curious. See you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. You're watching Numa's Treasure, your ultimate destination for everything rare, valuable, and historical in the world of coins. In today's video, we're diving deep into the story, hidden facts, and surprising value of the Liberty 1-cent coin from 2004. Whether you have one of these pennies in your pocket, your coin jar, or your old collection box, this video might just make you look at it in a whole new way. So stay tuned till the end, because this seemingly ordinary 2004 penny could be worth much more than just 1 cent. Let's start with the background. The 2004 Lincoln cent, also commonly known as the Liberty 1 cent, is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which was produced from 1959 to 2008. These coins feature the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the previous wheat ear reverse back in 1959. Now, here's something very interesting. The 2004 penny was produced just a few years before the monumental redesign of the Lincoln cent in 2009, marking the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. So even though 2004 might seem like a modern year, this coin represents one of the final chapters of the iconic Lincoln Memorial cent design, a true end of an era. The 2004 Liberty 1 cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; Denver Mint, marked with a D; San Francisco Mint, proof coins with an S. Now, let's talk numbers. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 3.7 billion of these coins. The Denver Mint produced around 3.5 billion. The San Francisco Mint, only 4. Collectors made about 2.9 million proof coins. With such high mintage, the 2004 penny is still commonly found in circulation. However, that doesn't mean they're all worthless, because certain varieties, mint errors, and proof versions can make some of these coins highly valuable. Let's get into the fun part: rare varieties and errors that can make your 2004 penny worth real money. Double die errors. Some 2004 cents show clear doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or even on Lincoln's Eye. These are called double die obverse coins and can sell for $50 to $300 or more, depending on the condition. Off-center strikes. If your 2004 penny is missing part of the design because it was struck off-center, its value can range from $15 to over $100, especially if the date is still visible. Die cracks and cuds. These are minor minting defects that collectors love. Even a small die crack across Lincoln's face or a cud near the rim can boost a coin's value to $10 or $20. High-grade coins. Uncirculated 2004 pennies graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch $50 to $200 at auction. These are the flawless coins with bright luster and sharp details. Proof coins from San Francisco. The mirror-like proof pennies with an S mint mark are always in demand. If yours is still sealed or graded PR69 or PR70, it could be worth $10 to $100 or more. The 2004 Liberty 1 cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a change that was made back in 1982 to reduce production costs. That means its metal melt value is less than 1 cent, but the collector value is what really counts. As more people turn to coin collecting, especially since the pandemic, even newer coins like the 2004 penny are being hunted for high grades, errors, and interesting varieties. Many TikTok and YouTube videos have shown collectors making huge finds in their pocket change, and the 2004 penny is no exception. Let's wrap it all up with the current market value. A regular circulated 2004 penny is typically worth 1 cent, maybe 2 or 3 cents if it's in nice condition. A mint state, uncirculated coin can sell for $1 to $10. Rare error coins can sell from $20 to several $100s, depending on the type and grade, and proof coins, especially graded ones, can be valued at $50 to $150 or more. So don't overlook the Liberty 1 cent 2004 coin. Yours might be a hidden gem. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, smash that like button, share with fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome coin videos every week. Drop a comment below if you have a 2004 penny or want help identifying your coin. Who knows, your penny might be worth way more than you think. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep hunting for treasure in your change. See you in the next video. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching another exciting episode of Rare Coin Stories, the place where history meets hidden value. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most modern yet fascinating coins, the Liberty 1 cent from the year 2012. Don't be fooled by its small size or recent date, this coin might just be worth more than you think. So stay with me till the end because we're about to uncover its true story, secret variations, and potential value in today's market. The 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, may look ordinary at first glance, but there's so much more beneath its copper-plated surface. Minted as part of the modern Lincoln cent series, this penny carries not just monetary value, but also decades of history, patriotic symbolism, and collector interest. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this is one coin you'll want to pay attention to. Let's go back in time for a moment. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the years, its design has evolved. By the time we reached 2010, the reverse side had been updated to reflect a new era, the Union Shield design, which continues today. The 2012 penny is part of this new design phase. It shows Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, a symbol of leadership, unity, and freedom, and a striking Union shield on the reverse, representing the strength of the nation preserved after the Civil War. With 13 vertical stripes joined by a single horizontal bar, this shield is packed with symbolism about unity and federal strength. Now let's talk about how many of these coins were actually made. In 2012, the U.S. Mint produced these pennies at two major locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Over 5.7 billion pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, while Denver produced about 5.7 billion as well. That's right, billions with a B. This makes the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin one of the most heavily circulated coins of that year. Because of this high mintage, many assume this coin is worthless beyond 1 cent, but wait. There are special varieties, rare errors, and pristine conditions that can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable treasure. Keep an eye out for certain rare error coins from 2012 that have become very popular with collectors. Some known varieties include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, double die errors, especially on the reverse shield or the word Liberty, coins struck on the wrong planchet, like a dime blank, missing letters in the motto or date due to weak die strikes. These error coins are rare, but if you find one in your pocket change, it could fetch anywhere from $20 to over $300 depending on the type of error and its condition. Condition matters a lot. A heavily circulated 2012 penny is usually only worth face value. But if your coin is in mint state, meaning uncirculated, with no scratches or wear, then things get interesting. A 2012 Lincoln cent graded MS65 by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can sell for anywhere between $5 to $25. And if you have one in MS67 or higher, its value can go well above $100. There's also collector interest in proof versions of the 2012 penny. These were not made for circulation but were specially struck for coin sets and collectors. With sharp detail and mirror-like finishes, proof pennies can be worth $2 to $10 or more, depending on demand and condition. So what is a 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin worth today in 2025? For a regular circulated coin, the value is still 1 cent. But error coins and high-grade specimens can bring in serious money. Here's a quick breakdown. Regular circulated, 1 cent MS65 mint state, $5 to $25 MS67 or higher, $50 to $150 error coins, $20 to $300 depending on rarity proof coins, $2 to $10 if you find a sealed roll of 2012 pennies, especially from the Denver or Philadelphia Mint. You might want to hold on to them. Collectors and resellers are always on the lookout for untouched rolls that could contain hidden gems. So next time you come across a 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin, don't just toss it into the jar, give it a closer look. You might be holding a piece of American history, or even a small fortune in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2012 penny, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next rare coin spotlight. And hey, have you ever found a rare 2012 penny? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, even the smallest coin can have the biggest story.